Hey you guys, so today I wanted to make a video with 10 tips for you on exercising. Specifically, exercising with any kind of a disability or paralysis. And these are all important, so they're sort of not in any order, but they get more important, I guess, as you go along. The first tip that I have was a bonus tip, but we're going to start from the bottom. Find a support system or a coach that you trust, whether that's finding a free program or following people on social media that are where you want to be and following what they do. Having the encouragement might not seem like you need it at first, but as you go along, to stay consistent, you really do. The next tip is prioritize the time, because I noticed that if I don't do my workout right after my meditation in the morning, my energy goes lower. I don't feel like doing it. Then it's like, okay, I have to fit it in somewhere. I have to find the time. It's better to just prioritize it as close to first thing in the morning as possible, or if you prefer to work out at night, the last thing that you do at night, leaving yourself enough time, but you have to prioritize the time. This is a big one. Don't be afraid of modifications. Welcome them. They're there for a reason. The way I look at it is you could either try an advanced workout and risk hurting yourself, or you could sit there and say, well, I can't do that, so I'm not going to exercise at all. Either one of those things are terrible. So if there are modifications, do them. The next tip is do not be afraid of soreness. Trust me when I tell you, you will know the difference between, ouch, I think I broke something, and ouch, I haven't moved that muscle in a while and it kind of hurts. You're going to be sore in the beginning, especially if you haven't worked out in a while. I noticed that if I don't work out even for a few days, I'm more sore. Kind of a bonus tip there. Do an accelerator the day after, even if you are sore, because then I don't know the technical terms. Talk to Chris Powell about this, but it moves the fluid around so it doesn't get stuck by your muscles and make you sore. That's kind of it in a nutshell. The next tip, which I know a lot of people living with disabilities do not like, is drink more water. I get it. Many of us have incontinence. Many of us have to pee a lot. But trust me, you're going to feel like you're dying in the middle of that workout if you do not guzzle water. And honestly, drinking water is important anyway, and it will make you feel better. So even, throughout your day, up your water intake. If that's all you do besides a workout, you're going to see a big difference. The next tip is challenge yourself. Don't just do a workout to say that you moved and say that you did it and, half-ass it. Go all in on this and challenge yourself, and as you go along, you're going to build the endurance and the strength to do more and more. The next tip is don't compare yourself to others. I get this all the time. When I first started, I don't even think it was Transform at Home. I think it was when I was doing the Heidi Powell ab challenge about a month ago. I got so many people going, oh my God, I could never do that. Okay, don't broadcast it like I did. Don't wear a sports bra like I did. Do it in I wouldn't recommend a sweatshirt because you'll sweat your ass off. But do it in your PJs, alone in your room. Who cares? You're really the only person that's judging you. And it is true that anybody who's doing better than you will probably be the last person to judge you, and you'll be getting a lot of encouragement from those people. The next tip is pick something fun. I like to have an itinerary of what I'm doing. This is why I loved Transform at Home, which is why I loved the Heidi Powell Ab Challenge, because I knew what I was doing every day. And the worst thing that you want to do, I didn't really experience this. I think I only had to do one modification, like swapping out a complete exercise, but the modification was in there already for me. I just did that one. But the worst thing to do is to see something that you really don't want to do. You don't want to dread your workout. You don't want it to be a chore. You don't want it to be easy to bypass or ignore. You don't want to be like, oh crap, I don't want to do that. And then law of attraction is going to make the rest of your day shit if you don't get your mind right. And you want to start off on the right foot, figuratively speaking, and have fun. You want to look forward to this. You don't want it to be something that you have to do. You want to look forward to it and be excited. Period. Another very important tip is make room. Now, whether or not you are going to have somebody help you move furniture, or even if they have to help you doing the exercises which fit into getting a support system, don't be afraid if you need help moving your body, okay? Because I'm paralyzed from the knee down and I have calf muscles. How is that possible? Because I use other parts of my body to move those muscles, and it actually builds muscle even if I can't feel it. But anyway, back to number 9, making room. I have talked to so many people who say, I don't have room, my wheelchair can't fit in this room, the only room that I have room in, or, I don't have anybody to move such and such. Get somebody to move it. Even if it has to be moved permanently so you don't have to keep asking, make the room for yourself. It can't be that hard. And if you have to do it on the bed, do it on the bed. Like I said in one of my other videos, I will make a video of me doing exercises on the bed for people who use the excuse that they can't move around a lot or they can't get out of their bed. But this brings me to my most important tip. Get out of the wheelchair. We are sitting for all but 8 hours, possibly a day, depending on how often we sleep. Whether you're sitting on the wheelchair, whether you're sitting on the couch, whether you're sitting on a chair, we're disabled. We're sitting down all the time. So you want to get on the floor. Whether or not, again, you need help doing that, take it. You want to stretch your hips out. You want to get that blood flowing in all areas of your body. And you want to get the most range of motion that you can. And don't, like I said in one of my other tips, don't be afraid if there's not much range of motion in the beginning. You will get better. You will get more flexible. You will just get better and better at these exercises or even yoga. But I am a big proponent of getting out of the wheelchair to do it. Because I just feel like you need to stretch your hips, whether that's laying on the floor for an hour before you get into your exercises, whether that's being able to reach. Like, I notice even me, I'm in and out of the chair all day no matter what, but I noticed that if I reach for something now, my core muscles are so much better. I have a lot more range of motion. You have to get out of the chair, stretch your hips, stretch your whole body, have as much room as you possibly can on the floor. Like I said, move stuff. And lay down, sit down, make sure you're moving around and have space. And do as many of the exercises as possible, as full out as possible. You don't want to limit yourself and not be able to do what you don't think your body really is capable of doing, because it is. So you want to be able to have that room and just do it. And my last tip is just start. Stop talking about it. Stop researching about it. Stop making excuses for why you can't do this or that. If you want to be healthy, just start working out. I don't care if it's 2 minutes a day to begin with, because like I said, your endurance will kick in and you will be able to do more and more. But you have to start somewhere. Okay? And if you have any questions, any concerns, most of you know I have spina bifida, so if that is what you have or is similar to what you have and you want to reach out to me and pick my brain about what I do, or you need more insight and more tips for your situation personally, I'd be more than happy to talk to you. I'm going to link all of my contact information, all of my social media, all my YouTube link if you're watching this on Instagram, my Instagram if you're watching this on YouTube. And just feel free to reach out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys soon.